So please welcome to our stage, Robin Archbold.
Reconciliation rap. Is that the sound of one hand clapping or just a middle-aged middle-class white boy rapping? Because middle-aged middle-class white boy rappers suck. And if a middle-aged middle-class pseudo-badass white boy raps in the forest and there's no one there to hear him, hey, who gives a fuck? I said, well-bred, well-fed, well-read, soul-dead middle-aged middle-class white boys defeat the meaning of rap. They're the dry cleaning of rap. They don't know what suffer is. It's just 200 years of middle-aged middle-class white boy jizz in my ears, saying and in on an ill wind, lying, buying, denying, putrefying, slying away with the children as if they were the ones who'd sinned. Don't get me started. But on the other hand, it's a free land in theory, and I'm weary of the division and derision that says, this beat is mine and it's excision time. You ain't my bro, you ain't my hoe, you could be a motherfucker, but you ain't bad enough, you ain't tough enough, you ain't had enough rough enough to rap. It's just middle-aged, middle-class white boy pack. Homogenised, sanitised, deodorised, compromised, blue-eyed, decaffeinated, skinny, soy milk latte in a fine white china cup. It's not a matter of elocution, it's a matter of persecution, so shut the fuck up! What say you, brother? I say I'm no stranger in my land of birth. Many paths I've walked upon this earth. In many hearths have I sat and shared the customs of my hosts, some strong of spirit, some like ghosts, but to all have I shown respect, to none contempt. And it is with respect that I attempt to speak your tongue, for though I am not young, I have passion and something to say. And I like the way you start up, hit the road, driving and jiving with the staccato rhythm of the white line, just flashing by, flashing by, flashing by, motor gun, momentum running, just humming up the highway, doing it my way with the words whipping through your hair, all devil may care, but aware of the air slip streaming around and behind, sucking me into the dreaming of your mind, because I'm a poet too. I'm a poet too. And I love to rap like you. I love to rap with you. What say you, brother? A dreaming story. What's your dreaming, she says to me. Where you belong. We're standing outside the Royal Darwin Hospital front gate, November 1968, smoking under the giant poinciana trees. Her name's Ginny. Her dad's upstairs in a hospital bed dying of heart disease. Nimbin got that broken heart, she reckons. Down on the foreshore, the flicker of a cooking fire beckons. It's very late, the night is calm, just a whisper of wind in the coconut palm, pulse of didge, clapsticks, keening voices of her clan, woven into chirrup of gecko, cicada, curlew, plash of waves of the Arafura Sea, shushing on the sand, shushing on the sand. A throbbing, primitive, ancient song to lull the soul of woman or man. What's your dreaming, she says to me, where you belong. I'm sorry, I said, what's that you say? Realising I've been far away, don't know where or for how long, lost in the song. Her teeth shine white and face and night so black, her voice has brought me back, but something lingers, the cigarette butt cold in my fingers. What's your dreaming, she says to me, where you belong. I belong here at hospital, sister. I nurse your father at night in the coronary ward. No, listen to my question, sister. Hear me, she implored. I think that you don't understand. This is not your country. This is not your land. We've been your ancestors. Where your spirits walk. I've got to go work now, sister, I said, disconcerted by her talk. A question's ringing in my head. What's your dreaming, she says to me. Where you belong. The next day I went to the Darwin Regional Library. A Miss Carruthers awaited me. She looked really old and frail, but on the wall gripped a mallee-red cane so she wouldn't fall. Can I help you, my dear? She twinkled at me. I asked where the Aboriginal section might be so I might learn about their dreaming. What you're looking for is in aisle 3, but you won't need those books, you see. All you really need is me and my doctorate in anthropology. She smiled, her old face now fairly beaming. For I've lived with and studied the northern clans for years, so as Shakespeare might say, come, lend me your ears. She took me outside of the library gardens, festooned in purple garlands of morning glory, settled herself on a white wicker chaise long in the shade of an old jacaranda tree, beckoned me to sit at her knee, had brought to us hot mugs of tea, and then began her story. The dreaming tells the journey of ancestral beings long ago, how the imprint of massive buttocks in the rocks and soils created the mountains overhead and valleys down below, how the giant rainbow serpent's coils cut the beds where the rivers flow, how the stars that shine in the night so dark are the tips of spirit spears, and the rain that washes clean the land is made from spirit tears. The dreaming tells the relationship between animals, earth and plants, and is passed down through the generations in word and song and dance. It links the present, past and future, connects the people to their lands, and when a mother first feels her baby move inside her, she knows that it's the spirit of the land on which she stands, for she has a dreaming there to guide her. And that baby's taught the stories and the songlines of that place so that when it dies it'll walk the land with the spirits of its race. And as it tells its stories and as it sings its songs, it will know it's dreaming in the place where it belongs. It will know it's dreaming in the place where it belongs. But there's a spirit current deep and strong beyond the realm of man. And it well behooves you, if you can, to know where you belong, to know where you belong. That night I dreamt of things buried deep, memories I didn't want to keep. An Irish girl, barely 2 years old, crammed with others into a cargo hold, emigrating from the emerald hills and dales of air, leaving generations of our family living or buried there. That February morning in 1942, when the Japanese warplanes above Darwin flew, my dad was the only pilot to get off the ground. No trace of him was ever found. My ma never really recovered from the death of Prince, drained of love and light and laughter. I nursed her till she died 4 years after. I've been nursing ever since. I dreamed of black children torn from mothers' arms, family lives shattered by the bottle's insidious charms, battered by the white man's fear and greed and lust. The rainbow serpent left dying, lying withered in the dust. And the eyes of Jenny's father follow me everywhere with a sadness and a longing that I can hardly bear. And though the authorities deem that to move him would be wrong, his spirit pleads inside my dream. Take me back where I belong, where my dreaming can reach. Get me to the beach, get me to the beach. The next night under the poinciana tree, I found Jenny quietly waiting for me. My dad gonna die tonight, she said, up there in that hospital bed. Too many lights been shining in his face. The spirits won't find him in that place. Jenny, I've been thinking about what you said, and something's moved in my heart and my head, something wild and free and strong about the dreaming and where we belong, because my sister, I feel it too. Now come, there's something you and I must do. He's sitting in a wheelchair, looking out over the ocean from under a gnarled old pandanus tree. This be his country, she says to me. This where his spirits are, she reckons. Down on the foreshore, the flicker of a cooking fire beckons. It's very late. The night is calm, just a whisper of wind in the coconut palm. Pulse, ditch, clapsticks, keening voices of his clan. Shush of arrow if you were a sea, shushing on the sand.